So measurement simple definition is that measurement is the assignment of numerals to a characteristics of an object or event according to the rules. You observe that in your master's or PhD research, you define that, or previously you used that male is equal to 1, female is equal to 2, or 0, or married, unmarried. Accordingly, we used to give some scoring. How will give the score? That will guide through this level of measurement. So therefore, the measurement is the assignment of numerals to a characteristics of an object or event or something according to a rule is called measurement. So here the word that to a characteristic of an object or event is nothing but your variable, what we discuss just later. Mainly that who is the proponent of this level of measurement? That Stevens in 1946 in the famous journal Science, in his article on the theory of the scale of the measurement, he write it. And in this article, Stevens claimed that all the measurement science are conducted in the 4 types of scale, that is the ordinal, nominal, interval, and ratio. There are many criticism, many discussion was there in 4 level of measurement what Stevens proposed in 1946. But now it is not a matter of discussion with you because it is another forum that we used to discuss in our PhD students, that criticism of that level of measurement by the Stevens. But you have to remember for your exam purposes, not to time. It's not to the criticize. It is time to memorize. Next is that why you do that measurement. Why it is important. That measurement means that knowing the level of measurement helps you to decide how to interpret the data from a variable. How to interpret data from a variable. When you know the measure is nominal, like just one describe that male and female, then you know that the numerical value are just shortcuts for the longer names. Suppose 1 is equal to for male and 2 for the female. But suppose things about for the other variable, attitude 1, 2, that their meaning is different. Then their meaning is that 2 means those are the 2 that are higher level of attitude than the lower level of attitude. So it will be clear to you that the code. The statistical test, who is statistical? Because when you have to conclude in quantitative research, then you have to do a statistical analysis. Statistical analysis, there is a lot of statistical analysis. Which statistical tools will be used, where, how, when it will be, that is depends on the, though it is many times depends on the your distribution of the level of distribution, depends on the level of measurement also. So before going to the details of the measurement, let's try to understand that the postulates of the measurement. In Karlinger books, the postulate of measurement, there are 3 postulates mentioned, but in time to time, again, it is increasing the number. People used to say that 9 type of postulates of the measurement. First one is that either A equal to B or A not equal to B. That both at a time it will not be. If you remember that I told in our variable that it should be mutually exclusive, should not be the overlapping. At that both the same time, it should not be both will be considered. That one will be considered for the male. That one should not be considered female also. And if A is equal to B, then definitely B is equal to also A. That will equal to symmetrical. If A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then definitely it will be the A is equal to C. It has postulates means the assumption. Here we are putting some assumption. If A greater than B, then definitely B will be less than A. And if A is greater than B and B greater than C, then A greater than will be the C. I remember that during my exams, they have been asked what are the postulates of the measurements and how it is being utilized in the level of measurement. That will come. That first we discuss the postulates of the measurement. If A is greater than B, then definitely B is greater than C. Then definitely it will be A greater than C. That is, this is called as the transitive statement, a transitive postulate. Remember these things. Wherever this the explanation, sometimes it may ask they put it this A greater than B, then B greater than C, then A greater than C. Which type of postulates it is? It is a additive, or it is a symmetrical, or it is a transitive. You have to keep remember, so you should not get confused during the exam time. It is a transitive postulate. If A is equal to P and B greater than 0, then A plus B will be definitely greater than P. So means here we have possibility of summation, that means additive nature. It also implies that fact that addition of 0 leaves a number invariant. If A plus B, definitely will be the B plus A will be the same values. And if A is equal to P and B is equal to Q, then A plus B is equal to definitely the P plus Q. That identical object substitute from one another in addition. Then A plus B in the bracket plus C equal to A plus first factor within the B plus C, it will be also the same. In order, the combination of association makes no difference in the addition. The first three postulated do what we do with the identities, and next two postulates have to do with the establishment of the order, and last four have to do the additivity. So these things you remember. Sometimes in exams it may be asked that which type of postulate it is, whether transitive, additive, or symmetrical. Accordingly, it may ask. The based on this postulate, this level of measurement has been considered. There are, I told that there are four type of measurement, that is nominal measurement, ordinal measurement, interval measurement, as well as the ratio level of measurement. Nominal measurement is that it is mutually exclusive and the exhaustive. Mutually exclusive, exhaustive means to whom will be considered, it will be considered one for the male only and 0 for the female, and it will be exhaustive. That means when we nominal variable will be there, or whatever may be. Suppose if I consider as a different occupations, it may be the farming, it may be dairy farming, it may be the crop plus dairy, it may be the fisheries, whatever you are taking, the variable that it should be exhaustive. Whatever the possible criteria may be there, that has to be put. Suppose if I considering as a that is a caste, that caste or the strata, whatever may be, that general caste, OBC, SC, all the things has to be into be theirs. You have to mention that exhaustive list will be there. Sometimes it is considered as a classificatory level of measurement and the categorical measurement also. Classificatory is classification. Remember that the jersey numbers, the all having the jersey number, the unique one to each player. That though at present the 10 number jersey player is the best one, but it is not necessarily mean that Ronaldo used to wear the 7th number jersey. That means the unique identification to a particular respondent, particular code of a variable, and it is considered as the most elementary level of measurement. If you ask in the exam that which is the most elementary level of measurement, that means it will you have to put the tick definitely to the nominal level of measurement. Next comes the ordinal level of measurement. So this is the order, that nominal is the most elementary level of measurement. Then next comes that ordinal, then interval, and ratio is the highest level of measurement. That means when we increase one step ahead, nominal to ordinal, that means all the characteristics of the nominal level measurement will be there. That means there will be the mutually exclusive plus order. That means it will say that less than or greater than equal. That means that my attitude towards extension subject is favorable than the others, than my friend X. That it will just mean order. That means if I position you or me, according to my perception and my friend perception, my order will be higher than him or her. But it will not tell me that the equal distance, that what should be the distance between this level of perception or attitude. It is just putting the order. We are putting the order. High level attitude to lower level attitude, higher level of adoption to medium level adoption to lower level of adoption. But we never say that higher level adoption is just 1/3 of that lower level of adoption. We are saying their adoption is higher than the lower. Just put in the order only. The majority of the variables in extension research are coming to the ordinal level of measurement. Remember this thing. Many times this question has been asked. Majority of the extension research or data are in the ordinal level of the measurements. Remember, I am using the word majority, not I am telling that all the time. Okay, then you may ask the question, sir, age we are taking into consideration as a variable, or you take the example of that year of schooling as a variable. Why then you are telling about that all will be that ordinal? I am telling the word majority, not the all. Majority of our variable come on the ordinal level of measurement. Being a researcher, when you will do the research, always, suppose you will formulate your PhD research and master research within certain time after the exams. Keep remember, always try to fix your variable as much as possible higher order of level of measurement. If you put the higher order level of measurement, it will give you the better interpretation of the result, because then the most of the statistical test will be open for you to apply. Or if the lower level of measurement is there, I will come later that which statistical test will be used for which level of measurement, then it will be very restricted. If it's nominal measurement, it will be restricted one. And if it is ratio, then it will be open. You can use any type of variable. So it will give you the better interpretation. Though many high-end statistical tests are there, but sometimes we are not acquainted to apply in our data set the statistical test or that statistical software. Next is that the interval. Suppose one example is to come some people ask in exams. The data generated to like a type of scaling is an example of which type of level of measurement. Definitely, it is always the ordinal level of measurement, because like a type of scale we should say that strongly agree to strongly disagree. The strongly agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. We do not say that strongly agree just 1/5 of the strongly disagree. Never we say. So that means just we put in an order. So this is therefore we are using the like a type of scale data for it is an ordinal level of measurement. And interval level of measurement. Interval level of measurement when the data are mutually exclusive as well as order, but in ordinal level of measurement we say it is the distance are not equal, but here we say that distance are the equal. Then we should interval level of measurement plus it have an arbitrary zero. Suppose think about that we are measuring that height of any place. Suppose Everest ka height 8,848 meter, mean sea level means समुद्र तल से हम उसको मेजर करते हैं कि समुद्र तल का यूनिट 0 है. It is not the 0. We are fitting in the arbitrary 0, because if you consider that base of an ocean or sea, then definitely that sea level will not be the 0. So we are fixing an arbitrary 0. Sometimes we in extension research we put some different index we used to calculate it, and we to convert our data into 0 to 1. That for understanding of the people where my value is coming, according to we could describe that if it is value towards 1, we used to say that it is stronger adoption index, and if it is lower, it is 0. That means it is not mean that always it will be the 0, because we put data into normalized and we put it the 0 to 1. So then when it is coming to the interval level of measurement, many times the data is generated through the pair comparison test. The pair comparison, the same Likert scale, we told the ordinal type of data is generated. In pair comparison test, whatever the data has been originated, that is to consider about the interval level of measurement. Also, that probably you have the another session regarding the scaling technique. There you have gone through, that is that Thurston's equal appearing interval scaling technique. That is also considered as the interval level of measurement. Next one is that higher order measurement is the ratio level of measurement, having the real 0 point. It is having the 0 point. In interval level, it was arbitrary 0 point, but here the absolute 0 point. किसी का production yield 0 means 0. Maybe crop has been lost, or animal there is no any milk production. That is the 0. Here 0 means the actual 0 is theirs. Means all the properties are added plus the not arbitrary 0, the real 0 are theirs. The unique characteristics that the ratio level measurement, and it is assumed to be that highest level of measurement, and all the statistical tests and you are free to use when your data are in the ratio level of measurement. There are several restrictions are there. There will not discuss. I was discussing some in training programs. Certain criteria are there. If this criteria fulfills, then we may also use the higher statistical test in ordinal level of data measurement. Means it's number of continuum, then its distribution. Many things depends, but for ARS or net purpose, if you keep remember this word, then people many times ask this question that the real 0 is found in which level of measurement. 4 option will be there. Then you have to have the ratio level, or arbitrary 0 have been available. Then you have to ask the interval level of measurement. So you should not get confused. Therefore, I use this keyword for your memorizing purpose or preparation of the ARS exam purposes. It is a brief one. That means nominal level of measurement is the property of the classificatory or membership or categorical work, and we may generally say that equal or not equal. That means keep remember in our first postulates what is we need to consider, that is come to our nominal level of measurement. It is just a grouping. We are grouping this that how many are the male, how many are the female, how many have the primary occupation is the farming, dairying, or fisheries. Originally central tendency is to say that mode. That means we are grouping is that we used to use. And in case of relational analysis, generally we used to do through I-square test. And ordinal level of measurement, we are comparing just order. We are saying that it's a greater than equal. Greater than equal, we are doing. We are just sorting it, and for the central tendency, we are doing the median, and for the for the relation analysis, generally we used to do that Pearson, Spearman rank correlation coefficient or chi-square test that is using. And interval level of measurement, generally used to have the permission to with addition of this plus and minus and then yardstick. That means a scale. Suppose some up to particulars we are measuring it. That was Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit scale. And mean or standard deviation, we may calculate it. Or many times people are using that higher statistical tool also. In the ratio level, the magnitude amount in the real zero. Here, all the mathematical that equal, not equal, greater than, less than, plus, minus, multiplication, division that are applied, and it is and geometric mean coefficient of variation. We can use it, and you may apply that. I told it also. Any statistical test you may apply for the ratio level of measurement when your data are in the variables are in the ratio level of measurement.